So let's first talk about the cloud managed wireless local area networks. These are the MR series of products, the MR18, the MR26, the MR32, the MR34. Now, these have multiple antennas on them and they're capable of doing beamforming and all sorts of the features that we would expect to see on Cisco devices. If you hold on for one moment, I'm going to go grab an MR34 and show it to you. Here we can see the MR34. This is an AC unit. It provides AC connectivity. You can see here that it has an Ethernet port. It has a power port, so we are able to do this. This also operates on power over Ethernet as needed. So a really cool little device here. But what really is nice is the fact that it's plug and play, and we'll show you that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put this back now. Okay, so when we take a look at our indoor access points, some of the things that we can do, we have enterprise level security. This is not going to be something we see differently from our other access points. We still are going to have enterprise level security enabled. We're still going to have the ability to do beamforming. I've already said that down there. You can have beamforming for these. These have multiple antennas. These up here have 3 different antennas. And one of these antennas can be dedicated for intrusion prevention or intrusion detection. So we're really not losing a lot of features by going with this cloud-based implementation. Now, what's the difference between these up here and these down here? Well, outdoor access points are a little more rugged. They're more durably constructed. Usually they're weatherproof. They have a lot more heft to them, really. That's what they're really used for. Now, our cloud managed switches, which is not the focus of this course, but it's worth talking about, are MS series switches. They come in several types. We have layer 2 access switches, layer 3 access switches, and aggregation switches, all available with management through cloud infrastructure. And like I said, this is not the focus of this course, so we will not be spending a lot of time here. Next up for our Meraki is the Meraki, is the MX series. Now the MX series Meraki products have up to 50 users for this device right here. The MX80 has 100 users, MX100, 500 users, MX400 has 2,000 users, and MX600 has 10,000 users. Now these are security devices that allow us to have a secured environment, again, using cloud-based management, cloud-based servers that are actually run by Cisco. We log into them and we make changes based on the configuration page, but all the rest of the updates and things like that are managed by Cisco themselves. Last but not least on this list is the mobility device management. This allows a systems manager to remotely manage iOS, Android, Windows, OS X, Chrome OS, and Windows phones. Again, this is different from our wireless product, but I guess they wanted us to talk about this cloud management feature and how they're growing in product scale. Now, licensing for these cloud products are a little different. The licensing is based on per device per year. And this is sold separately. It is a completely different entity than the unit itself. Now, firmware updates have dual memory partition, so we can do a it'll be able to do an upgrade without losing the original firmware, so we can roll back at any time. Periodic updates are given with notification. This can be scheduled and we can have it monitored as well. So lots of abilities for the licensing and updating of firmware. We will look at the management infrastructure itself and how this applies a little later.